Alright. Hello. So, I've dreamt of a story of a king of Minecraft. I guess that's what this realm is named. Notch, eldest brother to Herobrine, part of House Reynolds. Herobrine was the middle child, Steve the youngest. However, he's not important in the story yet. They're all gods, I suppose. Rather OP in my opinion, but who am I to control that? Notch and Herobrine were once best of friends. They both shared in the joy of playing chess together. That sounds familiar to another story, but alas, that is one for later as well. Herobrine was beloved by people. He was known as to be a just person, however, far from a leader. But many people wanted him to be, because, well, Notch was far from that. Even from a young age, he began to show cruelty. And while he was a natural-born leader, he wasn't favored by the people. Herobrine spent most of his days going around with his fiancée Era. Era must have been a common name back then, I guess. But the two of them would go around, Era would heal the sick and injured. Herobrine would keep his lover protected from being attacked by people whose hearts were angered that she could not save their loved ones. Era had also been an oracle of the gods. She spent a day speaking to the gods to see who would be the true king of the land. Notch, having little patience, had gone to the oracle, despite the people trying to stop him. What say the gods? Era stood silent, ignoring his question. Won't speak, huh? I just wish to know. Promise you won't tell anyone, she had asked. Notch nodded in response. Soon he had his guards sent to find Herobrine. When they found him, the exhausted man watched, confused as the guards whom had been trying to find and kill him the night before, stood before, bowing down to him. They spoke, saying the gods had spoken and revealed he was the true king. He was surprised by the news, but decided he needed to take up on this burden. He went to the coronation area, but as he walked up to ascend the throne, Notch stood up, announcing it was him who was meant to be king, and accused Herobrine of being selfish and wanting to take the throne for himself. Herobrine, surprised by this, pulled out the sword, watching as Notch did the same. Notch, rushing towards Herobrine in what I assumed to stab him, Era had jumped in the way, blocking her lover from getting hit. Herobrine could only watch as his lover hit the floor. Eyes blazing white, he went to attack his brother. He was attacked from behind by Notch's guard, and Notch, as well, drove his sword into Herobrine. The middle child, groaning in pain, he coughed up blood. He had strength to go to Era. He gently picked her up and began to ascend to the throne. As he walked up, he was continuously attacked by the head guard and Notch. When he touched the throne, he felt the pain searing through his body, as if he was being burned from the inside out. He yelled out to the world, angry with the fates as to let this happen. He swore to have his vengeance for his kingdom and his fiancée. He closed his eyes, and when he opened them, he was in a place of fire. He was alone. He sat up, looking around. He soon spoke. This is the fate the gods have chosen to bestow upon me. Not once have I begged the gods for such a blessing, and I do not intend to kneel before you now, he said, as if speaking to someone. Nothing matters, none of it. Not the blessed kings above, nor the accursed kings below. To hell with them all. All that matters is I have my revenge. I shall fell the gods. But then, my dream ended. I do not know if that was truly the end, but we won't know for a good while, I suppose. But that's all I really need to say, I suppose. That's about it, the story. There's too many foolish kings, I fear, in this world. Or if we actually have a king, I suppose. I'm still not too certain with that one, of course. I don't know. It saddens me that has happened, or I assume it's happened. I don't know. It's just one of the stories I've seen before. Huh. Well, I see this is being built upon. What the? Looks rather strange, and they're still checking the boat. I really really don't trust this. Thought that was quartz, but it seems to be bone. Oh, the sound that made. It's turning night. I should head in. Going a different way, of course, because, well, that's me, I suppose. Oops. Should've gone the quicker route. Well, I don't feel like taking fall damage today, but... hi, chicken. Oop, maybe we walk the path. There's a sign on my door. What the f... This wasn't here before. It's time to remember. Cookies, Garland, Falling, Laughing, Cookie Empire, Cookie / Big Apple. The fuck? You know what? I should really check on the... Okay, hold on. We need to check. I don't remember this place half the time. I should have covered. You know what? It's fine. I don't think anyone's gonna come on and find me here. I need to check on. I need to check on the netherrack. I've been researching it. You see. What the? It's spread. I was. No, you know, hold on. I'll read this first. This is of my journal entries. Day 1, I built this to contain the piece of netherrack I have extracted from the nether. As no one was with me, of course, I had no thoughts of hurting a person. Well, that's a lie, I suppose. Suppose, Aki. I still want to hurt her, and I do not know why. Perhaps Goddess Era knows. Day 2, no change except it's now on fire. I have no recollection of lighting it. I shall watch it more often as long as I'm not caught. They don't suspect a thing yet, but I should. I think this is day 3, day 3, 4. I don't remember. I can't tell time anymore, but it's a day. This is my next journal entry. Now multiplied seems. The netherrack seems to have Wow, this is. I think that's how you spell it. Seems to have multiplied along with seeing a new block. I do not know what is happening. Oh gosh. I hope it stays contained in here. I really do. Okay, I built this to contain it, and well, it seems to be doing a good job at that, but I don't. How could this have happened? I'm so confused. I did not save it. Oh god. Oh no. Hold. Oh no. We're just gonna. Hold on. Well, okay. Whatever. To have multiplied. This is rather worrying. I'm just making this up as I go because how is this happening? Yeah, that was my mistake. But there seems to be a new block in here. Hold on. Maybe I should... Oh, I really shouldn't be touching this. What is it? It's nether wart block. Okay, I'm... Okay, no, wait. I'm just... It doesn't... I don't know what I need to remember. Those random words we saw on the door and my fence. I don't remember any of that. I feel like I'm starting to remember certain things. Yes, but not that. It seems like different memories that I don't know how to explain. I just need to get out of here. I don't... Why is it spreading? Why is it spreading? Why is it multiplying? I don't know if I'll ever find out, I guess, but I'm so confused and yet the other day my cows were like buried and oh right, I forgot to show. Yeah, I made this room. Yeah, this is useless. I just do this to try to trick people to not go down there. They don't do anything. I mean, hey, if y'all know my real name, maybe I'll give you a cookie. I don't know. Yeah. These are two answers. Why am I joking at a time like this? It's nighttime. Okay, no. You know what? It's fine. You know what? It's probably nothing. It's nothing. You know. None of this. Why is there a mushroom in my house? You know, if I go to sleep, I'll be fine. Nothing will have happened. It's kind of weird that I said that story. That wasn't there yesterday. Seriously, none of this was there yesterday. That I knew of, anyway. I'm just... I don't know what to think, actually, at this point. I'm just... Yeah, I gave up on trying to... Yeah, I don't organize very well, but... I need to harvest the farm. I just need to take my mind off of this, I guess. But my 2 cows were buried, and I really don't know why. It was really strange, and I'm just... Oh, okay. Okay, I'm just... Hello. What the fuck? What? Where'd you go? You know what? It's out. Oh, another poison potato. Okay. I feel like I gotta lower the volume. Alright, I put the master volume all the way up to that. Yeah, I don't need it that high, I promise you. I'm not playing any music or anything. Yeah, no, that is just very troubling, and I just have to go along my day and pretend as if I did not see that, right? And then, you know, maybe tomorrow when I wake up, it'll be magically gone. I've also been having other strange dreams too. I mean, I don't know what's even happening in this world at this point, honestly. I'm just confused, I guess. I don't know, maybe it's from lack of sleep. I don't know, I haven't been sleeping well because of... Well, obviously having that weird dream and oh, it's raining, okay. Of course, you know, after having that weird dream, I couldn't go back to sleep and... Oh, hello, chicken. You are really annoying me, chicken. Go away. Come on, I know I have seeds, but... Come on. You guys are a pain in my neck. And it's raining. Lovely. Well, it's obviously now they're spreading. That's spreading. I don't know. I kind of fear for this world. Something doesn't feel right with it. I haven't said much because, well, I don't want to scare people. I mean, who does? Definitely not me. So I've just been keeping it quiet. I mean, they don't need to be burdened with this knowledge, you know? They don't deserve it. Well, whatever I need to remember, I'm probably not going to remember it because, well, why would I want to? I mean, we're in a new world. I guess it's a new world, or it's something. But I truly do not care. I could care less. I don't know, this rain seems like good weather for telling of a letter I had found. It's a letter I found randomly, actually. I don't know where I found it, actually. Now that I can remember, well, or lack thereof remembering. But it's a note that I found in a book that I had. It honestly seemed pretty old, but it's the recipient, well, not the recipient, but the person who wrote it signed off with Technoblade. I've heard stories of him. He's called the Blood God, but he hasn't been around for eons, it seems. Like, long time. Like, no one's seen him for about, I don't know, 100 or so years at this point, from what I've seen across my short travels. I found a book in that village talking about him. I don't know. I'm kind of hesitant to read the letter because it seems very personal, at least to the people it is addressed to. I mean, Kirby is on there, but I don't know if that's addressed to me somehow. I never met Technoblade, but I know that he was the Blood God. He was referred to as the Blood God, or also known as the Blade. But that's okay. And I knew that he was seeming to be immortal, but I'm not so sure if that's to be true now. Of course, as well, this seems to be a note of him on his deathbed, or well, death tree. In the note, it is stated by some other's handwriting that he was laying by a tree, under a tree. You know what? My name is in here technically, but it's not really me, I guess. So why? You know what? Why not? He seems to be a very important person that should be remembered, I suppose. Why do I feel like I'm putting this off? I really didn't know him. That I know of anyway. I don't know. I seem to have memory gaps. I mean, the last thing I honestly remember is going down that little thing down to the water and in my little hidden area, and I'm suddenly at the little nether thing, and I don't remember anything before that. I don't know. I don't really remember me walking there, but I just kind of appeared. I really need to get on with it, don't I? Okay. Yeah, I need to get on with it. I've read the note a few times, so I remember it. If I stumble on my words, I am sorry. It's, I don't know, seems... Yeah. To whoever finds this note, I am most likely dead. No, I will not say why. You do not need to know what information. I just know my long time in this world is coming to an end. And I apologize for not letting anyone know. I know I have to die someday. This is no surprise to me. I will lay in a peaceful spot until my life leaves my body, to leave me lifeless and wait until someone finds it dead. Do not weep for me. Just know I am at peace. Know that I am finally free from war, free from violence. I can finally rest with no regrets. Rest knowing my friends have always been there for me, and will continue to be with me even after death. Rest knowing that Danielle has learned there is more than assassinating people and that she doesn't have to spend her entire life killing people. To Tommy, Theseus, you've done well. I hope whenever you wrap up your arc on the SMP, your character can know peace. Hopefully you've learned how to be quieter, maybe even become a guard to Kirby and Arn's kingdom. I know you want to join Kirby's side. To Phil. Thank you for being at my side for these hundreds of years. I hope you carry on my name, never letting the world forget who the Blade was. I want to thank you for never leaving me, even after I've given you reason to. To Kirby. Young King, I hope your child grows to be an amazing adult, maybe even be like me. I'm kidding. However, I hope your kingdom stays just and righteous. You seem to be keeping Arden in check at least. Keep your story going. I know we had plans, but alas I cannot be there for it now. I'm sorry. I really am. There's been a lot unsaid, it seems. To Arden. I didn't like you when I met you the first time. I wanted to kill you. However, you're immortal, so I had to just stand by and make sure you didn't hurt my friends. I wonder how an immortal fight would go. But alas, I'm glad you've changed. Guess that's what happens when you become friends with Kirby. To Danielle. I'm glad to have met you. You were like me when I was younger. So, Mini Blood God. Even though you have turned from your life of assassination, I feel the nickname fits. I will leave my crown and cape to you. Phil has one already. So, it wouldn't make sense. The Blade of Peace, however, will go to Tommy. He's always deserved it. Please make sure he make sure he uses it wisely. To everyone else. I'm sorry I've left so unexpectedly. I wish I had more time with you all. I feel my duty has been fulfilled. I know my death will be met with much sorrow. But just know I will be laughing at you in death. Nothing can ever prepare someone for death. Not even me. However, I know I'll be fine. Maybe fight one of the gods. Or Somnus. I know. He's a better man, but I still want to fight him. Prove I can beat a man without needing royal arms or a ring. But this is my farewell forever. I care for you all. You have brought me so much greatness into my life. Thank you all. Hey look, a baby chicken. I don't... It's still raining. I don't know why I'm feeling these emotions. I literally didn't know this person. I literally don't know Technoblade. I have no recollection of meeting him anyway. But I feel such a strong emotion, like sadness. I mean, I guess if he knows me, which he doesn't, he would be laughing at me right now. So, I suppose feeling these emotions is quite alright, right? I don't know. Seriously, what are these emotions anyway? I've never felt this way. This is kind of overwhelming. I'll be honest. Was this Kirby he knew really a king? I wonder what he'd done in his life as king. Perhaps he still is king? I don't know. Arden. That name. Kind of surprised it's been mentioned. I don't really... I suppose that he had married someone named Arden. I mean, I'm... And they had a child together? Or two? Or some? I don't know anything of this letter, really. I just found it and... I just hope that to whoever did know Technoblade, I hope that they've found peace in knowing that whatever he had died from, knowing that he is in peace now. There was a theory about it in the page as well from me reading it, that they had assumed that he might have died from some illness that he never told anyone about. It also talks about how Danielle was rarely seen without the cape. It really was a letter. Well, it was in a book that had the letter attached, and it seemed to be a little journal entry as well. So I don't really know if I really should continue reading it, but I assume it had to do with King Kirby, the king there, of him talking about, because it continues after the notes saying, his note had ended there. Daniel going into his house, walking out with his cape over his shoulders, and holding his crown. She stared at the man before, calling for us. We gave him a proper burial. We all cried, but as Daniel read his note at the funeral, it made us laugh. Daniel handed off the axe piece to Tommy, as well during that. She wanted it to be a special occasion, and, well, she deemed that special enough. Since that day she had found him, we rarely saw her without that cape. She also came to us immediately talking about voices. We knew almost immediately that the voices were the same ones Techno had, I assume. This wasn't fully written, I suppose. How? No one knew, honestly, but she seems to cope with them well, so it's alright, I guess. It also talks about the two children he had with Arden, named one Persephone and the other Icarus. You know, those are some pretty nice names, in my opinion anyway. They're pretty cool. Okay, I'm just going this again. That's fine. So this I really do. I mean, this seems to have been such long ago, but I do, too, truly hope to at least meet one of them. If any of them are still alive, I suppose. Because, well, they seem to be pretty great people who cared for their nation and such. I mean, yeah. But I suppose that's all I have for today. Oh. But, you know, I was really thinking about that story earlier. You know, the one I read when I first started. You know that last bit I said? You know what? Maybe I'll reread that last part to you. You know, me talking about if I didn't know if it was truly the end, you know, for like a good while and such. If Herobrine will seek his revenge. Yeah, That last part, it wasn't about him. It wasn't about Herobrine. I mean, it was, but it was about me too.